Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Sri Guru Charana Kamalam Vande Samana Prasthaya Bhutale Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Itinam Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audaya Madhurya Gunaisha Yuktam Varam Varenye Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Sridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Pada Javadaika Chaitanya Leela Sahara Narayanam Tvam Sadatam Prapati Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanand Sri Advaita Sri Gadadhara Srivasadi Sri Gaur Bhaktavranta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Let me offer millions of blessings of God as we take Rupana Guru Varga, Namanishna Santa, Father Purishana, and all present, future, and past Vaishnavas. And the Lotus feet, Dandavat Pranam, Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Prapasindu, Patitanam, Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namo. Now, tomorrow is a wonderful day. Kamika Ekadasi. I think it's everywhere. Tomorrow is Ekadasi. Then in India, if it is Monday, you have to break fast before 9:32. Then 28th is New Moon Day. Amavasya. And it's Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. Sirova, disappearance day. 1st August is Raghunandan Thakur and Srila Vamsidas Babaji, their disappearance day. 8th August is Radha Gangi, Julan Yatra Aramba. And also Pavitra Ropani Ekadasi. Then 9th August is Srila Rupa Goswami, Gauri Das Pandit, Srila Govindas Pandit, their disappearance day. 12th August is Sri Baladev, Avirbhav, appearance day of Lord Balaram. That is Purnima, Akshaya Bandhan. Then 19th August is Sri Krishna Janmashtami. 20th is Nandostava. So, Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. Amazing personality. Gurudev, recalls his meeting with Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, Vaman Maharaj and Trivikram Maharaj. They took sannyas meeting him, and then each one gave a lecture, glorifying the Lord, and how great their relationship with Bhakti Param Gurudev, Prajnan Keshav Maharaj and Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. Wow, amazing. Both built the mutt in Koladip. You can see the Param Devan Gaudiya mutt is there. Some of you might have gone. And there is another Bhakti Rakshasida Maharaj. It's famous by known as Jalamandir, meaning in the middle of little pond there is a temple there. So in Bengali it's known as Jalamandir. You know, if you ask anybody Jalamandir, they will take you there. Same way our Gurudev's temple is known as Lal Mandir. I was surprised to hear this because it looks like red color from the road, so they named it as Lal Mandir. So common name, so they had an amazing relations. The one thing that occurs to me with Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj is the one sentence he said. It's really amazing. Prabhupada took sannyas from Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Swami Maharaj, Bativedanta Swami Maharaj, also had a great respect, treated him as his Shiksha Guru. One thing he said, there are no two identical electrons. But that really struck me. He has done so many things, like the prayer we sing every day. Sujanar Hudararitapadaidam Dharma Durandara Patravaram Varada Vayadayaka Pujapa Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam Pranamami. This Sanskrit, this bhajan is amazing. It the end letter is the beginning of the next line, like that in a Sanskrit. Amazing. Unless one has command blessed by the Lord, it's not possible to compose like that. All the Siddhanta, glorification of Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada. When the Western people heard this, see, when Swami Maharaj came back from Western world, he brought many of them to Gaudiya Math. At that time, there was no centers for ISKCON. So when they heard this, because when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur heard this, saw this poem composed by Bhakti, he immediately ordered it should be sung in every Gaudiya Math morning. Guru Ashtakam, then this. So that is continued no matter which Gaudiya Math you go, that is done. When they heard there, then they started calling Swami Maharaj as also Prabhupada, So, so it came out. So he said one thing, there are no two identical electrons. That's really struck because, see, that takes you to different level. Because for us, Achintya bhedabheda tattva, right? Simultaneously one and difference. The contribution to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panuga, our Vedanta Sutra by Baldev Vidyabhushan, that is the foremost because it unifies all the four Vaishnava Siddhanta, and is also very, very scientific. So, it uniquely struck me. That means, of course, science does not know there are no two identical elements. But to some, they have to accept it because like in the past, see, Achintya bhedabheda tattva is simultaneously one and difference. Meaning what? From we are one with the Lord, Supreme Command. At the same time, we are different. Both is true. But from our point of view, the separation is prominent, But from the Lord's point of view, it is same. I might have told you this, but anyway, we will go through because this came up. How electrons, no two electrons in this world. Because Lord's creation, there are no two identical things. This is the point he was trying to. Everything is different. No two identical atoms, electrons, even in a gross level or in a subtle level, like call it in the big world or in the smallest world, atomic level. There are no two identical things. So this really struck me in that. That must be true because see, in our own mundane world, we will not give two identical, like for example, registration number for the two vehicles. You will not find two vehicles having same registration number. Entire world, right? If it is, it creates a problem, stability and, suppose if two vehicles have same registration number, if some accident, you will claim, oh, see, it is not mine, others. Like, imagine two people having same passport number. You see, is a problem. ID, uniqueness. Uniqueness is very, very important. So we extend down to the electron. See, scientists cannot grasp it, but Bhakti Raksha, from the Lord's point of view, see, the Madhvacharya also established four principles. Eternally different. What? The Brahman, Supreme Brahman, and the Jiva, living entity. Very different. Supreme Brahman and the inert matter, very different. And between living entity and living entity, two different persons. Living entity and then Jada, inert matter, very different. And there is difference between within inert matter. That's what we have to understand. What that is mean. Some say it's like salt and sugar. Both look, but they are different. But Bhakti Rakshasism goes to really extreme level. He says simply, no two identical electrons. So, how much, how many electrons in this world, how many atoms in this world? So, how precise, how the greatness of the Lord, see, it brings about his amazing, amazing quality. Even though it is material, but still the strength or to what level Lord's creation, external energy goes into. Wow, really blew my mind, So from the Lord's point of view, there is no difference. Like Swagatiya, Swajatiya, Vijatiya Veda. If you say Lord's, Krishna's nose is different from the eye. Oh yeah, it looks like that, but it is not, because Lord's senses from the eye, he can not only see, he can also smell, he can hear, he can walk, he can eat, he can do everything. Every one of his senses can do the functions of all other senses. Then how it will be different? So Swagatiya, Swagatiya, Swajatiya. Like you can say, oh, Lord Krishna and Lord Ram is different. He wears, flute and then a bow and arrow. How it will be different? It is not, because our acharyas explain, depending upon one's bhav, same person will appear like Krishna to one time Arjuna, and then as Ram to Hanuman, same person. Both are looking at him, that is appearing like. It's amazing how he does. That is achintya, Okay. So according to the bhav, same way same Krishna with the gopis, right? How is the cupid of the cupid? Manmata. He, because the love and affection that gopis have exert every birth. So he also appears in that way. For Mother Yashoda, he appears same Krishna. So that bhav. For Hanuman, like that, Arjuna. So it is like from the full moon to the new moon. How many moons are there? Of course, million, but to us, like one day, one moon. Suppose you think like that. 15 moons, they are different in a sense. The effulgence, light, is different, isn't it? Full moon is full. New moon, hardly see, right? Quarter moon, 1/2, right? 3/4, right? You understand? Now, can we say all those moons are different? Actually, background is only one moon, but different light emanating. See? So, same way, supreme, ekameva paramatattvam ekameva. One, but same time is appearing as so many. So, like one time, Lord Krishna talking to Vamana there. Right? And then Sri Rama talking to Parshuram. There's a conversation between Lord Ram and Parshuram. Both are, So, it's really Uh, how he does is achintya, but it's not impossible. That's the one beauty about him. What seems like impossible becomes possible in him. You know, same time. That's then this material world is also not different from him. How Swagatya, Swajatiya, same. Huh? And Vijatiya, different, like this material world and Krishna. From Krishna's point of view, how it is not different? Like, of course, these are all examples. We get the feeling that must be true, but not exactly. We will never understand, only through sadhana. Why mercy, Krishna and Guru is possible. But at least you get the inkling that must be true. Like suppose if I hold a pencil by hand, pencil, write the way, right? So in one sense, this pencil is different from me. It is, but in one sense it is not, because I say like this, right here, it right? It's completely, I can control its movement. So then how it will be different from me, So, but the thing is, if I drop it, see, if I drop it, then it is gone. Then it is no longer different. It is different, okay? Understand? I lost the control. Only when but Lord is not like that. Whether he holds it or not, indirect is in control. That is the difference. Huh? So, the example is like, suppose the sweat comes out of my body, sweat, somewhere body, right? If I ask, oh sweat, please go inside, you think it will listen to my command? Right? It will. It's like one time, Jayadratha, he must have told, but it doesn't matter again, Jayadratha killed Abhimanyu, son of Nawaz, right? No. People say the Kali Yuga started from that day. All the Maharaj, so-called greatest warriors, attacked him, which is really adharmic. And then from his backside is most adharmic. But anyway, Arjuna, he was killed. Son. Arjuna became very, very angry. Made a vow that by evening, by sundown, I'm going to kill Jayadratha. Otherwise, I will jump into the fire. Everybody heard this. Kauravas, Jayadratha. So they hide him. Now that is other adharma. See. So then what happened? He is fighting the sundown. Then he kept his word. He wanted to keep his word, Arjuna. So he started fire. Wanted to jump into the fire. He's praying. At that time, the Kauravas became very happy. Wow, Arjuna will be died soon. Then Pandavas will be finished. We are the winners. Wow, let's celebrate. So who is the main cause? Jayadratha. So they called him. Please call him. He's a tall person. So that time, suddenly sundown, the sun came up. Sunlight, bright. Krishna told Arjuna, look, in front of you is Jayadratha. He has come. Now shoot at him. Arrows. So that in the head will be keep going in the air, mid-air. Separate from his body and should fall on the lap of his father, who was trying to do Anik, Gayatri, because it was sundown. So Arjuna exactly did. He's so sharp, so quick, And then his father, Jayadratha's father, is also like son, very bad person. So, of course, Lord is there in the heart as a inspiration, right? Inspiration. So he gave me inspiration that something fell on his lap. He was doing other make. He threw it. What is this? Then after throwing it out on the floor, he is thinking, wait a minute, what did I throw? He went there and saw, oh, this is my son's head of my son. Wow. Cried, his son also died, he also died. The reason behind this is when Pandavas were in Kamyavan during their Ajnat, their exile, right? So that time, Jayadratha carried away Draupadi. So Narmuni came and he said, hey, Pandavas, see what is happening to Draupadi? He's carrying away Jayadratha. So Arjuna and Bhima ran after and they took a vow that they will kill him. So anyway, they cornered him. Arjuna put fire arrows so he could not escape. All around fire. Then Bhima ran and caught him, and then they brought him. We want to kill him. Then Yudhishthira said, I am not the authority to say that. Ask Draupadi. Draupadi said, don't kill him because he is married to your sister. Kaurava's sister is also like their sister. She will cry. So now what to do? Then they asked Krishna. Krishna said, you have to satisfy both. Then Arjuna understood and he shaved, he made him little looking funny. Here, cutting off, half beard like that. Then let him go. So in one sense he died, one sense they killed him, one sense he not. So he went to the forest, he prayed to Lord Shiva, he said, what do you want? Oh Lord, if you are pleased with me, I want to kill Arjuna. That is not possible as long as Krishna is there, Shiva said. Then ask something else. Then he said, okay, whoever cuts off my head, they should die. Look at that. So if Arjuna kills him by cutting off his head, then Arjuna will die, he will leave, he will come back to life. See, indirect way of killing Arjuna. So, or whoever kills him like that. Then Shiva is even more intelligent because he is Vaishnava, Param Vaishnava, right? He said, all right, but if your father throws your head onto the floor, then he will die. Then he disappeared because if you ask something else, what to do? So that's why Krishna knew this. That's why he told Arjuna to do it. Now the question is not that important. How the sun down, but suddenly how the light came up. So our acharyas say, of course Krishna aided the sun with his Sudarshan Chakra and then released when they brought him the Jayadratha. So the sun came out, right? One. The other way they explain it is even more amazing. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, light, I am the light of the sun and the moon. I am in the atom, between the atom, is every quanta, understand? So the sun is going in his path. He does not. He is going his path. Sunlight is coming from the sun. Now the sun does not have capacity to call back, like some companies call back their vehicles, right? Or there is some problem, we call back. Sun cannot call back the rays of this. Once it leaves him, he has no control. They are traveling. So, but Krishna is in every ray, quanta, right? So he said to appear like sundown, he said, don't move. I will not move. So they cannot move. So sun is going down, the rays are coming out, but on one point the sun rays all stop. They are not traveling. Imagine the speed of light. To stop that, you can imagine how powerful one must be. So he stopped it. So no light is coming and hitting our eyes. So what do we see? The sun is there, but we are perceiving as darkness. Okay? And the sunlight is hitting on the out. Krishna can make. You can see sun, and next person sitting next to you, you will not see sun. Do you understand? But he can block. Not blocking meaning he's not going to block his eyes or anything. No light will hit his eyes unless he command them. So when Jayadratha came, then he ordered the light, all the quanta, to move. They came and hit everybody's eyes. They saw, oh yeah, sunlight, sun is there. You see so in that sense, how much control Krishna has, everything. That's why, how can you say this world is different from him? You understand? He has control all the time. When we are driving the car, we have control, for some time, as long as we are sitting there, steering and all that, to some extent. But when you go out, you think you have control. So amazing. That's why nothing is different from him. But at the same time, everything is not him. You understand? That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, remember we were talking about I don't know, you talked about last time, his vibhutis, so much. Times he is this, that. But as a devotee, we should not get engulfed in that, but we should meditate on him, glorify his lila, rupa, nam, endless. He himself says he can count it may take a long time. Suppose you want to count how many sand particles are there in this world. It may take you long time, but maybe you can accomplish. But he cannot count his vibhutis, he says. Not count it. So, like that, but from our point of view, there is a difference. From his point of view, there is this is Achintya bhedabheda tattva. It unifies. So that way, as Bhakti Rakshasida Maharaj is saying, they are no two identical. Must be two. Because there is no shortage for him. See, if you have something shortage, then you try to make two same identical. But what shortage he has? He has no abhava. He has nothing like it. Nothing is impossible. Kartum, akartum, aneta kartum, sa ishvara. So this is struck me when you said no two electrons, no two identical electrons. So this is our Acharya's thinking. Glorifying Krishna. Bah, what level. That's why I have complete faith. Okay. Is Even though he's so powerful, but he's also like very sweet. If you look at the pastimes placed with Mother Yashoda, so, wow, uh, he act amazingly. When Mother Yashoda tied him finally, right? He's praying. Uh, then other gopis also went, and Mother Yashoda, see the reason she tied him to the mortar, because when she asked who, why did you break the pot, the yogurt? Then he said, no, I did not break it. You were like a ring that put on in your feet. When you were going and the milk was overflowing, you put me down. You did not ask me, hey, are you satisfied or not? See, put me down. I was enjoying the milk, drinking milk, and then you ran. So when you ran, your thing touched the pot, and then it made a, broke it. It made a hole. So then what he ran, Yashoda, why she kept it? Because for her, Krishna will drink milk, and then after a while he gets very angry, right? And then he says, "Mommy, I want this, mother. Yeah, I want this. Some sweet or something like that." Then that milk is essential to make sweet, and also that milk is crying. You are feeding him, and he has the capacity of drinking the ocean of milk, and you are capable of providing that ocean of milk. What will happen to me? I would rather commit suicide. I'll give up my life because I didn't get a chance to serve him, your son. So milk also has the same motherly feeling. So she ran to give service to others. See, she stopped her service. And also she loves the thing that Krishna loves more than she loves Krishna. You understand? Because he is going to ask for a sweet, how I'm going to make. So she went there. Of course, Krishna is naughty. He became, uh, chanchal, meaning is unsteady, is chanchal. So when he was running, Mother Yashoda took a stick and then told, "They are running. You stop, otherwise I'm going to throw the stick at you." Then he said, "Mommy, mommy, no, 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 no." Then he's telling, why did you do this? Why you are feeding monkeys? No, who fed? The one who created them fed it. How did you find, your mouth with the butter? No, they smeared me. Oh, you, Bandar ka Bandhu, you are a relative of monkeys. I'm going to teach you. Then he said, if you are saying all this, I will run away to the forest and I will live with the monkeys, he said. Then Mother Yashoda became fearful. Wait a minute. I don't have any people in the house. Servants are all, she has sent away them to for the preparation of the Govardhan Puja, right? That year, of course, the Govardhan Puja, like regular worshipping Indra was going on. So she has sent them away. Nanma is also gone to overlook. Nobody is around. So if he runs away to forest, who is going to search for him? Who is going to bring chal, out of this? So that's why he decided to tie him up. Because if he runs away, and she does not want. She loves him so much. But she has to do the home, housework, making cooking and all, because very soon he's going to hungry and he's going to ask how to do both, so that he will not run to the forest, because she chastised him. At the same time, she has to take care of cooking and all that for him. So she said, best is to bind him for a while in time. So he will not run away, and I can concentrate on cooking for him like that. So that much, So the love that individual has is also unique, like the electrons we are talking. No two devotees have same love for Krishna. He is unique. That's why he is actually want to taste the love that we have in everyone's. So that has to be developed. That has to be brought out. So 1 second, light has gone. All right, Hare Krishna. Sorry for the break. So, Bhakti Rakshak Sri Ramasa. We pray at his lotus feet. Bestow his blessings. So, we progress in bhakti. The other thing is also composed is our glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is outstanding. So many things are there with his contributions. Then tomorrow is Ekadasi. Kamika Ekadasi. The Chaturmasya started. So almost 15 days is over. No, from tomorrow is 15 days, right? If you start 14 days, if you start from the Dwadasi, if it is Purnima, then a couple of more days is there. 7 days. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking, oh Lord, please tell about this Ekadasi. What is the name? What is the greatness? Then Sri Krishna is telling, long time back, Narad Muni asked the same question to Brahma. Brahma answered. And same, I'm repeating. Please listen carefully, attentively. What is the Narad Muni asked? What is the name of this Shravana month? Krishna Paksha Ekadasi. What is the Adhishtatra Devata? What is the rules, regulation, how to do? What is the process? All these things. If you explain all this, I consider myself as most fortunate. Then Brahma is telling, oh my dear son, you have asked this question for bringing auspiciousness to the whole world. See, that's how the saint, whatever they do is for the Loka Kalyana, bringing auspiciousness to this world. Last Ekadasi, remember, Brahma himself is telling. Other than Ekadasi, during the Shayan Ekadasi, he says, in this samsara, really speaking, there is, other than Ekadasi, there is nothing auspicious in this world. This is Brahma telling Narada, previous Ekadasi story. Now in this one also, that's why Ekadasi is so important. If you really want auspiciousness for yourself or your friends, relatives, anyone, should inspire them to do Ekadasi. One day, not a big deal. But how much? It's like zero investment and infinite return. Even if you speak in a mundane way. So there is nothing equivalent to it. It changes everything. Bhakti Janani, mother of devotion. So Brahma is telling, this is Kamika Ekadasi name. Just by remembering this, Kamika Ekadasi, you know what you get? You get performing the Vajpaya Yajna. You get the fruit of performing Vajpaya Yajna. Vajpaya Yajna is very, very tough. No ordinary person can even imagine, cannot dream. Just by thinking of this, you get that fruit of that. So he is saying Hari Vishnu Madhava, Madhusudana. If you worship Hari Vishnu Madhava, Madhusudana, you get so much punya pala. It is much, much more than going to Ganga, Godavari, Kashi, Naimisharanya, Pushkar, all these tirthas, taking so difficult to travel, So even lakhs of time, million times you get more. Now, if you give charity whole world, including all sea, right? There are so many kind of seas, right? Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, so many oceans, right? And then so many forests, more land. If you do charity, then so many cows, milking cows with their small calves. Whatever he get, he can easily get it by perform this ekadasi. Lord Sridhara is the worshipable deity. Then, if he does that, then all the devatas, Gandharvas, Uruga, Pannaga, meaning all the snakes, birds, they all worship him.
He's given that straight.
One who is afraid of the sin, if we follow this ekadasi and worshipping Lord Sridhar, then it is like ocean of sin gets finished. That's why for such a person, the best process, best path, simplest is this following ekadasi. He's telling, repeated, there is, he cannot see, come across, it does not come across any other process to become free from all these sins. So, he says you have to, if you follow this ekadasi with night, waking, jagaranas, all night, waking, doing kirtan, harikatha and all that, then you never have to, you have to go and see Yama, one who chastises, right, Yama. And then Rudra, Sammaraka, one who kills Rudra. These two, they will never come out. And you will not have to take birth in a lower species of life. And if you worship Keshava, Tulsi, then you become free from the sin will not touch you like lotus, the water will not touch the lotus. And oh Narada, one who take darshan of Tulsi every day, he'll become free from all sin. One who touches Tulsi, his whole body becomes pavitra, purified. Of course, on Dwalasi, we should be very careful, okay? Don't touch it. Then, if we pay obeisances to Tulsi, all your diseases will go away. How easy, Honor master, meaning head, on the top, from top or bottom. Put some water, few drops. Then Yama will be, or Yamadutas will not come near that person. They will be afraid. And if you offer the Tulsi at the lotus feet of Vishnu, you obtain the nearness of the Lord. So that's why Krishna Bhakti Pradayini. Krishna Bhakti Pradayini. So we pray to, oh, you are bestower of Krishna Bhakti Prem. Then one who offer the lamp, right, to the Lord on the day of Ekadasi. Chitragupta also cannot count his punya, no? All his forefathers will become very happy and they go back. Oh Rajan, Sri Krishna is telling, O King, Yudhishthira Maharaj. So I'm explaining this Ekadasi, which can destroy all the sins. One who has done killing of a Brahmana, killed the unborn baby, you know. So all the sin. This Ekadasi Vrata can free from that, follow that. That's why you hear this. So like that, this is amazing. That's why you call the name itself indicates. Samika fulfills. So if you have a desire to have few devotions, you can do. Ekadasi is best. So our purpose is to do Ekadasi, obtain bhakti, to progress in bhakti, to not attach to this material world, to become free, not bothered from the bhogalalasa. We have the desire of enjoying, fulfilling our senses. Then desire of mukti, liberation. And then siddhi, so many subtle things, so many subtle powers, like this, like that. They're all binding and useless. Anything that is not connected to Krishna is all useless. So that to get that understanding, feeling, realization, so we have to do this Ekadasi, all Ekadasi. So Ekadasi is, we told, I think, hundreds of times. Ekadasi, the Sarva Dharma Shrestha. Why it is called Sarva Dharma Shrestha? Because this Ekadasi gives you bhakti, bhakti jnana. And bhakti, what does bhakti will do? Bhakti raivainam naiti, bhakti raivainam darshayati, bhakti vasha purusha, bhakti reva purusha. Bhakti, only bhakti can take near to the Lord. Only through bhakti we can get his audience. Only through bhakti it becomes controlled. That's why bhakti is the shrestha, topmost. So, the easiest way to obtain is following Ekadasi, chanting. Ekadasi day, chant more. Ekadasi day, minimize our dealings as much as possible. This time is coming on Sunday, so we are fortunate. You don't have to work or depends. Minimize entanglement. Will be taken away. So chant more. Because this Ekas brings bhakti, because bhakti is the highest, this is highest dharma. Dharma means what? That dharma which takes us very quickly towards the Lord, right? That's what the highest dharma, right? Very quickly. So Ekasi like that. Sarva dharma shrestha. Punya swarupini, the form of Ekasi is punya. Sarva papa vinashini. Vishnu bhakti uddipani. Paramartha Gati Pradayini. Guarantee it will take us to the spiritual world. It will illuminate our path. It gives us strength to go there. Even from mundane point of view, people will feel confidence level goes up. See, everybody is bound to have some issues. Material world meaning the problems, but how to face them. So if you become fearful of the problem, is a problem. So it removes all that, it gives it strength. Because why? It is not different from Krishna, from Radharani. Radharani, not different from Radha. Little bit. That's why I keep on stressing. So don't get mistake me. He's always telling about Ekam. So disappearance of Raghunandan Thakur. Who is Raghunandan Thakur? Amazing pastime. See, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. These four expansion of the Lord. So that Pradyumna Priya Narmasaka. He served Krishna's Priya Narmasaka. Same personality, now he has appeared as Raghunandan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, Raghunandan. He took birth in the family of Vaidya, meaning doctors, Ayurvedic doctors, herbal doctors. Then his father's name is Mukunda Das. We heard about Mukunda Das. And mother's name is not there. Mukunda Das is the elder brother of Narari Sarkar Thakur. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, described. So Mukunda Das is also not ordinary, extremely. So he told one time he went to his father, his Raghunandan Das, his son. Mukunda Das went one time to treat the Muslim king. There he saw the morpang, the what you call camera, the thing made out of peacock feathers, the what you call thing. For the Lord we use it. We use it only for the Radha and Krishna, not for any other deities. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we don't use it, but for exclusively this fan made out of peacock feather is only meant for Radha Krishna and Jagannath also, but not for any, not to Balram, like that, exclusively for Radha and Krishna. So when he saw that, it was hanging or something, he saw that he became unconscious. Why? That brought him his memory, the lila of Radha and Krishna. Peacocks, so much intimacy with Radha and Krishna pastime. So Of course, when the king asked him why he became, he said, he can't tell the real truth. What he said? Oh, I have sometimes have a disease of becoming murchit. I can become unconscious. Like what do you call it? Epilepsy or something like that. So, like that. He appeared on the Vasanta Panchami. Raghunandana. Vasanta Panchami is very famous. That day so many great personalities appeared. So his uncle, Raghunandan's uncle, Nararisa Thakur, from child, so much love and affection for him. Then one time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asking, Mukunda, it's in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in Sri Khanda, there is a one part of Bengal, three personalities are important: Mukunda Das, Raghunandan, and Narari Sarkar. We hear so much about them in Chaitanya Charitamrita. One day, Chaitanya Sachinandan Gaurahari asking Mukunda Das, you are the father or you are the father and your son Raghunandan is there, yeah. So is Raghunandan is your son or Raghunandan is your father? So please, I have a doubt. Please, remove my doubt. Please, very, tell him. Then Mukunda says, Raghunandan is his father. I am his son. This is, I'm concluding it because all our Krishna consciousness came from Raghunandan. So Nishchit, for definite is my father. So when he heard Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became very happy. Then he said, from whom we obtain Krishna Bhakti, that person is great, big. So to service to Raghunandan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to do Vigraha Seva. Without serving Krishna, he has, it was not possible for him to do anything. So, without serving Krishna, his mind was not going anywhere. So from the childhood, he was serving Gopinath. He was feeding laddu. Laddu meaning sweet ball. Like made out of some dry fruits and like sweetener and good jaggery, like that. So one time what happened was Mukunda has to go out, his father, right? Father to go out. So they used to take care of Gopinath. Then, so because he has to go out, he called his son, Raghunandan, who was a small boy at that time. In the house, there is service to Gopinath. try to give him food, then he went away. Then, according to the instruction of his father, he took all the necessary things to do service. Then he came to Gopinath, the deity Gopinath. He was in the Bollywood of Raghunandan. So, in the very simple bow, he told Gopinath, crying, oh Gopinath, Gopinath, please eat it, eat it. He is crying, please eat it. So, but Gopinath is under the control of love. So, in a secret way, he ate everything. Then Mukundas came back. Then he told his Raghunandan, go and bring the prasad. Then Raghunandan is telling, there is nothing left. Gopinath has eaten everything. Nothing he left. So when he heard this, Mukunda became very inquisitive, very amazed by it. So then some other day, Mukunda, he said, I have to go somewhere else, please you do it. He telling that, then his son went inside, then behind, he immediately came back. In the house, he hiding himself. So his son Raghunandan does not know that he has come back, he is hiding. So by very pleased, Raghunandan, very pleased, because he is getting a chance to serve Gopinath. So by his hand, he gave laddu to Gopinath. And he's telling, take, eat, putting his laddu in his mouth, Gopinath, eat, and gave his hand, eat, take it, eat it. When Gopinath finished half laddu, in his hand, laddu off. Then Mukunda, he came to see that in the room where the deity was kept. So that half laddu it was remaining, Gopinath did not eat. He stopped it. He was eating, he stopped it like that. Half laddu. Then when he saw the Mukunda was filled with tears started flowing from his eyes. Then his throat became choked up. To show Raghunandan is now. It hugged him, it put him on his lap and then hugged him. Even now, this is amazing. If you go to Srikanta Day, that half-eaten laddu, that Gopinath having half-eaten laddu, you can still take his darshan. So, Raghunandan is not different from Madan Mohan. So this is amazing. One time there is another pastime with Raghunandan. What happened is there is Abhiram Thakur. he came. Abhiram Thakur is an amazing devotee. Because there is a thing. If he pays obeisances to anybody, if he is not a Vaishnava, they will destroy. If he pays obeisances deities, if they are not properly installed, they will break into pieces. So, Abhiram Thakur, he came paid obeisances to Raghunandan. Then Raghunandan, he hugged him. He hugged him. So nothing happened to Raghunandan. So at that time, Raghunandan was doing a great kirtan. Kirtan. The ring from his feet, one of the thing broke, and then 2 crores, many miles away, Akai Hut is Sri Krishna Das. It fell in his house, in his disciple's house. Because to remember that pastime, they made a one kunda there, and the name is Nupur Kunda. Because it's Raghunanda's Nupur, meaning the ring that you put on the feet, one of the things. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave another to offer mala, chandan. So he used to go to Jagannath Puri during Chaturmasya time. So he was when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing like Rath Yatra, remember we were doing 4 group in the front of Jagannath, 2 side and 1 back side. So in one of those 7, Raghunandan, Sri Kandavasi, Bhaktas is the dancer. Narari Sarkar Thakur and Raghunandan. So he was also present during Ketri Pitasthan Mahosab. There is Ketri Srinivas Acharya, very amazing program. At that time, Raghunandan also was present. Jannava Devi also present. So Raghunandan Thakur had so much love for Srinivas Acharya. So he blessed him so much. So we pray lotus feet of Raghunandan to have that much nishta and faith and the worship of deities, and so much love. So the time is up. Want to tell something like, so we started last time the 11th canto. Forgot what we were saying. See, for a sadhaka, 11th canto is important. So there, Buddha, no? Lord Krishna, before he disappears, before going to his spiritual world, he's telling, he's imparting this knowledge to Buddha, and before his departure. So that time, so much details we go through. So he tells one pastime, whether we'll have time to complete or not, we'll continue. So Lord is telling, oh disciple of Bruhaspati. See, Uddhava is the disciple of Bruhaspati, who is the demigod's guru. So in this world, sadhu like you is very difficult to see. If you are capable of your consciousness, your heart, peaceful, even if somebody uses the bad word to you. That's why if somebody uses the bad word, you should remember Uddhava. Then he gets this, we get this strength. Oh, Uddhava, you see. Remember Uddhava, then he get this strength and we will not be disturbed. Our mind will not get disturbed. Yes, pure, very simple heart and very peaceful. By looking at a sadhu who are not sadhus, he feels very unhappy, feels pain. So now Durjana, the bad people, they use very bad words, very harsh words. Then they are like arrows. The bad words from a bad people are like arrows of warning, sound arrows, right? Hitting. How much it will disturb us, it hit us. And how much disturbances. So we get affected so much by the sound arrows than the real arrows. Suppose the real arrow, somebody, right? Arrow, right? Bow and arrow. If you hit somebody, come and hits and we get pain and some blood will come out and all that. You can treat and then you get healed in a couple of days. Right? But if you hit by the arrow of words, bad words, we will be affected much more than the real, arrow that hits only our body. Okay? This is what Krishna is saying. We become disturbed so much by this word, arrows. Oh Uddhava. So I'm going to describe one incident in the past that happened. So he's describing there was one beggar, he was being rejected by So many people, so many bad people. So how he was taking that? Oh, it is my previous karma. So with in this relation, he used to sing. So Lord Krishna is telling, I'm going to sing that. I'm going to describe that. Singing. So suppose if somebody uses bad words, if we do not become tolerant, if you do not tolerate that, then again we have to go on the path of these bad people. So Lord is telling we have to become as tolerant than as a tree. Like that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave instruction. With him you should not think that he is my enemy. Or use my bad word, he is my enemy. No. Then that bad person becomes peaceful. So if you do not have that. Krute pratikriyam kuryat imsate pratihimsitam. This is Sanskrit. That. Suppose like what is it? Tit tat, what do you call it? It back. Oh, you are going to use bad words, I'm going to use bad. Hitting back. That need you have to give up. You should not want in progress bhakti. You should not. So Krishna is telling this to Uddhava. In the old time, Avanti Nagar, in the famous Avanti Nagar, where Krishna did his Gurukul. There was one Brahmana was there, a long time back. He was very, he had so much resources. He had land, he had business, money. Then, but he was, even though he had everything, but he was miser. He was very becoming angry. Then he had no daya, mercy, mercy. Even for his own wives and children. Then the visitors, the guests that they come to their house, he was not taking care of them nicely. He was not allowing them to, fulfill their, even though he had everything. He was restrained. He never told the sweet words, not to his relatives or the guests. He was not Abhinandan, like if somebody comes to your home, you have to welcome them. At least if you don't have anything to give, at least sweet words we have to give, no matter who it is. Okay, this is the rule. That is far away. His behavior was even he neglected his own body. He was not feeding properly like that. So because of his bad behavior, his son, relatives, they started hating him. They were, they were not doing is any, loving to him. But he was trying to guard his wealth like a yaksha. So with that money, wealth, he was not doing any charity nor enjoying it. Not letting his relatives, anybody to enjoy that. So such a person, what happens? He becomes rejected not only in this world, in also higher planets. Pancha Yajna Bhagi Devata. They is called Pancha Yajna, meaning share. Suppose you grow some grain, vegetables or anything. Deva, Rishi, Pitru, Manisha, Anya Prani. Deva, Devata, Rishi, the sages, forefathers, the living entity, and then other living entities. These five, they have a share in that. I cannot say, hey, this is mine. No, Devata, higher beings, demigods, sages, forefathers, that person itself, and then the other living entities. They also have a share. If you have that, then we become implicated in this. Then they become very angry with you, with that person. So, oh Uddhava, Krishna is telling. So this, like this, he was disobeying this, not honoring the devatas. Like that, all his punya, good deed, is destroyed. So, because of his past, good deed, he obtain wealth in this now. Because that is also got deleted, he became nothing. He lost everything. Then he has to struggle hard. Whatever he acquired, everything going in front of him. Then what happened? Whatever left, his relatives stole the wealth a little bit. Then the thieves came and then took it away. Then he was imprisoned by the king, and then he was. So, like this, he became no wealth at all for him. He lost everything because he did not do any dharmic thing. Then what happened? By thinking of always this, his whole mind became very. He started crying all the time. Then he obtained vairagya. Because everybody left wealth, no family, nothing. No, everybody rejected him. Because he had done some good, okay, long time, some lifetime. From all these incidences, vairagya, meaning renunciation mentality. Then he started thinking like that. How much, I tried, I struggled to obtain wealth. But what happened? I did not do any good deed, no dharma. I also did not enjoy. I let my children, wife enjoy it. So I destroyed, made my body also gave so much trouble. Oh, mm. he was he was sorry for his misery, miser. He was also very miser. Um, then one who brings suffering to the one children, then his miserness will not bring any happiness. Little bit of kushtaroga, little bit of this disease, right? Will destroy one maybe beautiful, So like this, even a little bit of lobha, greediness, it will destroy the yasha, Then Lord is telling, stealing, this himsa, causing violence, bad words, wrong words, damba, kama, krodha, the angerness, becoming, all these things. Drinking, these 15, the Lord lift these 15 things that will destroy the wealth of the person, become anartha. That's why the person who wants to progress, to bring auspicious to oneself, he has to give up all these things. So the brother, wife, father, friend, relative, those are very dear. But they were all love each other or come together. But for little money, even for $1 or something, if there is a difference, they become enemies. Then they start considering others as their enemies. This is the thing in the material world. It may be brothers, sisters, or family. If there is a little thing, Jaiva Dharma is also described. Samsara. What is samsara? Like that. So, even to the go extent of killing a brother, they might kill their father. We can see, in this material world. So, one who obtained this human form of life, see, this is what Krishna is telling. Even the Devata demigods are praying that, oh God, please destroy me the human form of life. And on top of that, obtaining a Brahmana's body. If we neglect that, then he is destroying his all auspiciousness, which can bring auspiciousness. Then he will become like he has to go to hell. When we become demigods, you enjoy this happiness, right? Sukha bhoga. So in other lives, other than human form of life, we cannot we cannot think of for the spiritual aspect. That's why I consider ourselves as very, very fortunate, because we have the human form of life. We have the association related with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Guru Varga. So actually, this is the thing our Guru Varga, especially sannyas, should think about every day. This pastime. So only that's why demigods, why they want to be born as human beings. Because in a devata's body, they cannot think of doing service to Krishna, because so much enjoyment is there. You see, there's no time. See, even if you become Indra, see Indra, when Vaman Maharaj appeared as his younger brother, the Narmuni goes and tells, "Oh Indra, you are so fortunate. You have Lord, Supreme Lord has taken as your brother." Then Indra is saying, you know what? What? You think I'm fortunate? No. See, we were kicked out by Bali Maharaj. And instead of winning him or killing him in this battle, we begged from him and he gave that thing to us. How we can be happy? See, this is Indra. Right? You see, one should be so fortunate. Oh Lord has appeared. They miss it. In Ramayana also, Lord Ram telling one time, Indra is lower than a dog, because he was disturbing. There was a conversation between Lord Ram and Bharat, because demigods wanted Lord Ram to go to forest, so that way he can kill Ravana. It's the only goal. But here Bharata is trying to take back, to Ram to Ayodhya, bringing back. So if you become successful, then what will happen to us? Oh, so much, you see, selfish motive. So they were trying to disturb the mind of everybody. Of course, they could not disturb the mind of Bharat. Of course, there is no way they can disturb the mind of Lord Rama. Get it? So, like that. So don't think devatas are, that's why be happy, obtain a human form of life and try to progress in bhakti. So, we will continue this pastime because it's too long to go our time. We'll continue this. It's amazing pastime. The Bhikshu Gita. It's called Bhikshu Gita. Like you have Venu Gita, Amsa Gita, like this. It's a Bhikshu Gita. The recital of a beggar. So it is very, very enlivening. So we will continue this next time. This 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. So all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam, all glories to Ekasi Tithi tomorrow, all glories to Nandan, all glories to Guat, who ate half laddu, and amazing. So also Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, we remember instructions. So all glories to all of you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Hare Krishna Dhamma Pranam. I have a question. So let's say my friend and I were both devotees. We're on the street and we saw a beggar who has like a disability, and then my friend wants to give him money, and I stopped my friend because I said that's like karma. It's either like we buy him prashadam or we give him a book, or like we can offer the money in our mind and then give the person money. Because I was very concerned, so I told my friend not to do it, and my friend said I have no compassion for humanity. So I was just wondering how you would deal with it, or like what's your advice on such a thing. Thank you.
See, last time I think is, if I understand your question properly, see there is a poor person, right? Poor person. If you try, what is the best thing we should give? See, of course, his body, his condition is poor, right? But the condition of his soul is not poor. His atma is not poor. His atma is pure. So, but because of his identification of the body, he is put into, and also his past. See, he is responsible, whatever position he is responsible for it. This is what this Bhikshu Gita, is actually later on, next time, next week, see, you will not blame the demigods, the karma, or the time. You will not blame, only because of this own thing. So take responsibility. In this case, he was very fortunate because he had done something good in the past. So he had that realization. Otherwise, in this world, we always try to blame it on others. Even in medical profession, they want to blame it on the bacteria or virus. They are the bad people. That they are causing the trouble for us. Wait a minute. Why not change the lifestyle? No. You can do whatever you want. Eat the all violent food and all that. Still, we are not accountable for that. You see what I'm saying? Our lifestyle. We should not no one should disturb our lifestyle. We should keep on doing whatever nonsense. But whatever situation we are in, we have to blame it on others. This blaming tendency, this is what has to go, accountability. So for that suffering is what teaching. Like the other day, like Yamalajana was became blind because of their wealth. And Nagmani, not out of hatredness, to bring auspiciousness, he told, you become trees. And you remember your, so later on they pray to Krishna. Oh, actually, they did greatest blessing on me. See? They did realize in the beginning. But after so many years, almost many lakhs of life, years of human life, 100 devatas years. One devata, demigods, one day is 1 year for us. 6 months, Uttarayana is half a day, Dakshinayana is night. So I realized later that, Narada Muni did not curse us. He actually blessed us. And we became, by mercy of Krishna, became that realization, So same way, in these cases, we help them spiritually. See, there is nothing to help this body, understand? This body is going to die sooner or later, no matter what you do. Put them into 5-star hotel. It's like, right? You pay all his bills, you think he'll be happy. He may be, but you will indulge in so many bad things. Understand? What happens? He is going down himself. So that is the sin again, you get it, you understand? Because you put him into very good situation, out of that, because of that he did sin, you also partake that part of that sin. Understand? Suppose you pay 10 rupees, or dollar, okay? For dollar, okay. He buys a knife. He gave, okay. He buys a knife and kills somebody. What is the consequence? You become also part of that. Even though police may not catch you, that is different. I don't know the rules, But in the eyes of the Lord, you encourage him to sin, encourage him to kill. So you take that. You understand? Sin. That's why for those people, we should always give uplifting thing, win-win situation. Okay? We do, it's always win-win. Both parties should win. Right? We should also win, they should also win. We don't want losing. They should lose, I will win. And I lose, they win, not like that. Of course, in the higher spiritual world, like Lord Rama and Lakshmana, they are praying, and Bharat, playing each other like children, right? Sometimes, even though Lord Rama was winning position to get defeated, to show his love, and Bharat was so amazed, That is different, But in general, we have to win-win. We should also win, they also win, Or being a Vaishnava, you may want to lose or you want to win. Win means what? Not materially, spiritually. By losing to him spiritually, you are actually progressing in spiritually. In that sense, both are winning. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to always look at that vision. Because this body, when you are born in mother's womb, your duration of life, how much education you will have, how much wealth you make, what kind of work you do, and when and day and time of you have to leave this world is fixed because of the karma. See, so we have, so you cannot increase or decrease by giving him food. It is not that you, give him prasadam, give him food, all right. So both will be satisfied. Anger and also is spiritual. You understand? So the spiritual aspect should be holy name or book, as I said. That's a great thing. But if you give him money which you misuse, and he will also go down, he will be loser. Because he is a loser, he will also be loser. Material. So we have to be very, very careful. We pray to him. You can give a cause if if you really want to, or give him chanting. You say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Oh Lord, let this chanting, let him go to him. You see, that will never go waste. Lord's chanting is so amazing, It will uplift him. He has this seed, you heard it. Even though you may not understand. That seed, that thing that you did, it will sprout, you don't know when, and that will take him, higher path. So that is what bringing auspiciousness. If the doctor cuts away, that surgery and takes our cuts, he say, oh, he is cruel, he is cutting, so much blood is coming. So what is the doctor's idea? So it may appear like cruel, but actually it is blessing. In some sense. So we have to be always make sure that everybody is winner. That's why we don't pull down anybody, any living entity. We should not give, we should help. But what is the help? We have to see, just mundane material, we have to balance both, best is make it spiritual. Anything we can make it spiritualized. This is the point. If you're giving them a cloth, okay, make it spiritualized. Think of, offering to Vaishnavas or Lord, and then in your mind and give it to him. Something like that. You have to give spiritual. It may appear material. Others it will appear as material. What you can do. If we cannot give, then at least give him some chanting or ekasi or something like that. So we should not give money to them because they will misuse it, and it will bad effect in a sense. That becomes mundane. See, these are different. That the mundane in the eyes of ordinary people. Wow, look at him, look at her. He gave so much donation, so much money, beggar, poor person. Right? So he became famous. But on the other hand, spiritually, what happens? If that person, that's why whenever you give charity, you should think of whether he is qualified to receive it or not. Otherwise, that will fall on us. If you give an unqualified person, then you have to take the consequences. It is not that I gave, I'm not responsible for whatever he does. No. We are responsible. We have to think at the time of giving. Is going to bring benefit to him or not? We should always do something auspiciousness. Devotees, they don't want inauspiciousness to anybody. Of course, that auspiciousness, other people might think, oh, they are not fair, they are not compassionate. You see what I'm saying? Their vision is different, our vision is different. What can you do? So I don't know if it made it clear or not.
Yeah, thanks so much, Gurudev. It's thank you for confirming everything. It's the perfect answer I'm looking for. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? If not, we'll end. Too much time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you. Thank you, dear devotees, for staying so long. So we'll continue with Ananga Mohan Prabhu. You can finish Radha Krishna Bhajan.